Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be to recover, do less, do more. All right? There's actually a section of the book that's, similar. But I just wanted to cover this from a single video standpoint. So I think these concepts are important. So, happy Friday. Made it through the week. All right. Sorry. It's late at night on a Thursday night shooting this video. So, in order to recover, do less of these danger-creating things and do more of these safety-creating things. All right? So do less, do more. And I'll be reading because I can't remember all this stuff in one shot. So do less. Fear. Freaking out. Focusing on the symptoms. Less frustration. Less fighting the symptoms, the thoughts, the emotions. Less figuring it out. Less fixing. Less doubt. Less avoidance, right? Less believing fearful thoughts. Less predicting the worst. Less ruminating on our problems. Here's a big one. Less self-blaming criticism. And less calendar watching, all right? Really important stuff. Because all of those things are going to convince the brain that there's a problem. We've got some kind of danger. It's going to likely keep the brain up here, keeping the perception of danger ongoing. So what we want to do more of are these things that will create safety. So do more clarity. And if you ever get those doubtful thoughts, remind yourself of the clarity. And the clarity you've figured out because you understand how this system works. This human system, perceived danger creates symptoms. And you have the clarity because you have done the assessments and ruled in the fact that my symptoms are behaving like the brain's creating it. If you don't have that level of clarity, let's figure it out. If you want some help with that, join the group. I'll be glad to have conversations with you. But you can do that yourself. The self-assessments, chapter 6 of the book, as well as Is This pdp.com. There are 2 questionnaires there. One, pretty good for pain. The other one is good for pain and any other symptom. I'm favoring that one because it's more similar to the one in my book. It's called the FIT assessment, Functional Intermittent Triggered. Get that clarity, folks. Without it, it's really, really, really tough to teach the brain to turn off that alarm because you're still unsure as to what's causing it. So if you're missing that clarity, get it. But we want more clarity. We want more confidence, right? Once you've gained that clarity, make a decision that this is it. So more confidence, more commitment to this approach. Yesterday's video was there's no downside to safety. None. So commit to do more of this safety stuff. Consistency. That really matters. It really, really matters. The brain learns through consistency. And we can only be consistent if we're paying attention to what we're doing. So awareness is huge. Awareness will allow you to be more consistent. Because if you don't realize that you're in a panic for the first 6 hours of the day, it's going to be hard to be more consistent with the messages of safety. So consistency matters. We want to be more unbothered. In other words, move towards being unbothered. Do more of that. More mindset first. Instead of thinking about doing processes, doing the things, mindset first. The mindset is, I'm not broken. There's nothing to fix. I don't need to spend a ton of time on this. When I feel the fear coming up, I allow it, but then I counter it. I neutralize it with the facts, the clarity, the accurate knowledge. I'm really not broken. So the mindset is going to lead the way. And if the mindset is poor, it's leading the way, and that may be why you're not out of your symptoms yet. So focus on mindset. Don't focus on fixing symptoms or body parts. I know that's difficult because the symptoms are there knocking, trying to say, hey, pay attention. Let's get the mindset right, and the symptoms will follow. I'm not broken. This is all temporary. It's a false alarm. There's no need to panic because I know what it is, and it's temporary. Right? So the mindset. Do more of that. Focus there. More relax the shoulders so that you can breathe comfortably. Because a relaxed body more consistently will convey safety directly to the subconscious. Because if you're tense and tight, your brain's going to sense that. And if you're relaxed, the brain will sense that, and that screams safety. I'm good. Right? Do more feeling of emotions without judging yourself or judging the emotions. All right? Do more of that. We want to teach the brain that emotions are safe. We do that by feeling them without judging ourselves. Don't say, I'm angry, but I really shouldn't be. It makes me a bad person. All right? Just allow yourself to be angry so it can pass. And the other thing is, feel the emotions without the story. You know why you're upset. You don't need to replay the whole story in your head. Treat yourself with kindness, compassion, grace. Cut yourself some slack. All right? Do more of this. Be your own coach. Give yourself pep talks. I can do this. Darn it, I know I can do this. And for the people who have the fear that says, what if I can't do this? Or what if this won't work? Coach yourself. And I told somebody the other day, how do I get over these fears? I said, well, if a child was afraid, how would you reassure them? Come here, honey, I got you. It's going to be okay. I know it's scary. It's okay to be scared. But you know what? You're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. Calm, reassurance, facts. You know why you're going to be okay? Because we've done the analysis. We know how the system works. It's perceived but not actual danger. You're really not in trouble. There's nothing broken. There's nothing to fix. You're going to be okay. So be your own coach. Darn it, you can do this. Come on. Get back up. Let's go. Whatever works for you. That caring for the scared child or the pick yourself up, get back to it. You can do this, Dan. Get on it. Work with your brain. Do more of that. Hey, brain, let's partner on this. Let's work together. Brain, you were there when we learned about mind-body conditions. You were there when we did the assessments. You were there when we made the big decision to accept that that's what was going on. And you were there when we decided that I'm capable of doing this. Right? So, pep talks. You can do this. Do more. Engaging in life. Doing normal things. Ideally, do fun things with people you like. But even if you're by yourself, do normal things. Because if you lay in bed waiting to feel great before you ever move, you eventually have to move. And then at that point, your brain's going to go, whoa, what are you doing? I thought we were safe in bed. So do normal things to the best of your ability. Look, if the symptoms are screaming, give yourself some grace. Give yourself permission to rest. Let things settle down. But don't stay down. Do more normal things, okay? And this is big. Expect the best, meaning see a good outcome. Some people are saying, It's going to go awful. I'm going to feel horrible. And that only predicts a bad outcome, which makes the bad outcome more likely to happen. So why not expect the best? Right? The brain will create what we expect. And if you consistently expect to feel well, and that is backed by the facts that you're actually okay because it's just a mind-body condition, it's not a body problem. When you expect the best consistently, you're more likely to get that, right? Consistency, repetition. Expect the best, folks. If you don't know what that looks like, say, well, if I could have a good outcome going to a party, what would that look like? I'd be comfortable. I'd be smiling. I'd be laughing, talking to people. If I expected a good outcome at the grocery store, I can see myself pushing the cart around, taking my time, picking stuff up, filling the cart, going through checkout, loading the car, driving home. Right? You can imagine it. Right? If you don't like the word visualization, imagine. Make believe it goes well. And one of the things, if expecting the best is hard for you to believe, this trick, I love it. Maybe it'll go well. Maybe things are going to work out. Possibility. Because when you say things are going to go great, your brain's going to go, yeah, but what if it doesn't? But when you start with maybe things are going to work out really well today, you're already kind of allowing for the maybe it won't, but maybe it will. And when you say, maybe it's going to work out today, smile a little bit. Allow yourself to feel that positive outcome in advance. It's going to kind of grease the skids a little bit and prepare for a good outcome. So the last thing I'll talk about is do more of this. Respond as well as you can if the symptoms are there, especially if they're kicking your butt, because if symptoms are high, guess what? That's your biggest opportunity to teach your brain something useful. Seriously, if you're in the middle of a flare, that's your biggest opportunity, because if you can remain calm, confident, clear, certain that this is what's going on, not focus on the symptoms, but just kind of shift attention, trust that it's going to go away, trust that it's temporary. If you can do that when the symptoms are high, that's a teaching opportunity. And you're showing the brain, hey, brain, even with these really high symptoms, I'm good, I got this. Let's work together on this, brain. So, do less, do more. Hope that helps. I'll see if I can post this list in the description of the video on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want the list, scroll down into the description. You should see these bullet points. So, I'm going to wrap it up. Love you folks. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. By the way, just did a success story today. And another trigeminal neuralgia scenario. And she's better. So, even that can be resolved with this approach. All right, folks. Take care. Love you.